Daredevil Born Again. I have to say, the show had me for a bit at the beginning. I was like, yeah, I think this could be. Some people were saying, yeah, Daredevil's back. I was like, well, let's slow down. Let's see to like the midpoint. I tried to like the show so hard. You all don't understand. I really did. I didn't hate the show. Like, there were some far worse shows that have come out on Disney Plus, okay? Far worse. But the problem with Daredevil Born Again is that it had no impactful moments. No memeable moments. No moments that made you go, yeah, that's cool. I want that. I want more of that. Yes, sir. All they had were moments that made me go, oh, well, I guess that's cool. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Except for one moment at the very beginning that caught people's attention. It was kind of a gamble, but from what I've been told, that actor, he's coming back for season 2. And there's going to be a few problems with that. Because that character is supposed to be dead. Unless it's a flashback or they resurrect them. Which I'm kind of against them resurrecting characters at this point. Because if they keep doing it, it just sort of destroys what death means to a character in a TV show. It basically means that, they'll just bring him back next season. Don't worry about it. For instance, Matt Murdock were to die. Then I would just assume, okay, he's just coming back. Like, there was moments in here where Frank Castle was put in danger. I won't spoil which or how, but he was put in danger. And instead of me going, oh no, he's in trouble, I was like, he'll be fine. He'll get out of this. Or if he's killed, they'll just bring him back. They're not killing Punisher. Okay? Get that out your head right now. Okay, let's circle back to me saying there are not enough eventful moments in the show. Like, okay, the best way to describe it is the original Daredevil show on Netflix. The hallway fight scene in season 1. That's all I gotta say. And everyone's mind went, yeah, everyone who's seen it, like, yeah, I remember that, that was cool. People seen it on, like, YouTube, it's like, yeah, it was like, cool. They have people breaking it down, fight choreographers and specialists all having their own channels breaking it down. Like, yeah, this is the greatest fight scene ever. All these kick flips and punches and well choreographed, well moved, greatest fight scene ever. It was loved. It's still talked about to this day. That's how good it was. Born Again is that they're trying to basically reboot. Not like a full-on reboot, like a little soft reboot to the show. And the show doesn't really need that. You really should just start at the, like this is season 5 or something like that. Because it feels like I call Defenders a mini season within Daredevil. I don't call it a full-on season. That's why I said season 5. But it feels like they skipped a bunch of other seasons as well. Like they're like when they kill off a special character and then they sort of just shift everything around. You're left with these new people and you're like, who are you? The only name I remember was Cherry. And the only reason why I remembered his name was because it sounded so unusual. I was like, really? His name's Cherry? Huh. And I can sum up his scenes with, hey, Matt, stop doing that, Matt. You shouldn't be Daredevil, Matt. Stop being Daredevil, Matt. And my third thought, I like the fact that I started with my third thought. My third thought was like, yeah, okay. My first thought was, oh, it's the guy with the weird name. My second thought is, he's going to talk about him not being Daredevil again, isn't he? Yeah. And my third thought is like, okay. And that's after he had said, don't be Daredevil again. So yeah, it's kind of hard to like at this show. Sorry. I don't hate it. I want to repeat that again. It comes off like I hate the show. But the problem with the show is that there's nothing that really grabs people. And you really need to get people's attention. especially nowadays. There's so many alternatives to media now. There's YouTube, there's TikTok, not to mention other shows. There's a lot of attention grabbing things going on in people's lives, to the point of me going like, yeah, if you don't have a big event that grabs people multiple times in your show, they're not going to watch. So I think that's its main problem, its lack of a cultural footprint. Now, to showcase this and to give a good example of a good cultural footprint, let's talk about a show that had a season 3 recently called Invincible. Invincible is an anime TV show on Amazon Prime. And its season 3 was considered probably the best season by many in the fandom and many of the people who watched it. Now, you're probably thinking, well, that's not fair. That's an anime show. Okay, what about Penguin? Penguin also had a lot of memes to it, had a lot of videos analyzing and breaking down the various characters in it. But all that aside, think about the premise of Daredevil Born Again. It's a show about a superhero with radar sensibilities who has over-the-top ninja-esque battles with people. If you can't get a good scene from that, I don't know what to tell you. What could you not... What do you need so that you can be better at this? Because you clearly need some help. Now, that was the show's main problem. Its other problems are, well... it focuses on the wrong things. Focusing on Kingpin and Vanessa's marriage and them going to counseling was a bad idea. Mostly because they were in a good spot at the end of season 3, and you could have continued that with this show, but you decided to break that down and break down him a little bit, and I did not approve of that. Kingpin was a solid character. You didn't need to really shift him around that much. You could have just let Kingpin, Vincent D'Onofrio, be Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin and just let him go to town. They misused, that's going to be a tongue twister, misused Muse. He was so, when I read about what he was on a wiki, I was like, yeah, that sounds pretty cool. I would actually like to see that. And I saw his abilities, and he didn't have any superpowers in the show. I was like, oh, that's kind of a letdown. It also brought up questions like, how was he able to keep up with Daredevil? I mean, now in the show, it said that he studied Taekwondo for 3 years under a master. But I want to put it to you like this. Daredevil has fought Nobu. He's fought an army of ninja assassins who knew how to hide their heartbeats and such. He's fought Punisher, a well-trained special forces soldier. He's fought Kingpin, an incredibly physically strong boxer. And in all those fights, he's won. But the one person he has trouble with is some guy who knows Taekwondo for about 3 years of study. There's some nice world building moments, I guess. Or they set up for something really big in season 2. But the problem is, if you don't have a good season 1, why the heck would people tune in to season 2? That's just my opinion on Daredevil Born Again. If you want to share yours, please feel free to do so in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Thank you so very much.